Welcome, everyone. Welcome to purplelunarose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight, I'm going to be reading for all signs for the week of August 3rd through the 9th. Your biggest cosmic influence this week is going to be August 9th. We have the Aquarius full moon. This is an energy of lightning bolt strike to anything that is stagnant so that it can be brought to the surface so you can decide if you're going to keep it or release it. Please don't forget, this is also the week of the Lionsgate 8-8 portal. Not necessarily a cosmic influence, but something that happens every single year. We are going to do a members only live where we discuss the Lionsgate portal, what it is, what it's for, what you're supposed to do with that energy. And I have scheduled that members only live for August 6th. Guys, I will put timestamps in the description box immediately following the live stream. And I am going to start with the fire signs. So Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I see everyone is starting to come in. Diana, Vanessa, let me know, ladies, how is the sound? I don't have the mic attached to my face. I'm running a little late tonight, guys. I had to push it back. My son um, bought his first, well, I guess it's not his first truck. Um, he got himself a new truck today. So I had to go with him so he could drive it home. And I was really excited because this means that I get my car back. He's been using my car for the last couple of weeks as he's been, looking around waiting to find his truck. I think he finally found the one he wanted. So I'm super excited. Thank you, Vanessa, for checking Facebook. I was a little worried. I got some type of alert over there, but then last minute it decided it was going to work. So I'm glad it's all going. Guys, tonight we're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And remember, this is Lionsgate Portal Week, Aquarius full moon. I feel like the Lionsgate portal is definitely like overtaking Aquarius full moon just because it's the once a year portal type of thing. It's a really exciting portal. A lot of people use this portal to manifest, right? But the full moon in Aquarius, I think, is going to bring a little bit of a surprise to a lot of us that maybe we didn't see coming, right? Tonight, I'm going to stick with the tarot, guys. I pulled a few of my favorite tarot sets out. So we're going to do the main spread with tarot. I do not intend on clarifying. I'm being told that I shouldn't have to as long as I stick with the tarot. I pulled out Magic of the Unicorn and Angel Inspiration for guidance. I have a feeling we're going to swap back and forth with those. And then, of course, I pulled out the Moonology to close it out. All right, so let's get started. And let's start with Aries 303 on the timer because I've seen it. So Aries, remember, this is for August 3rd through the 9th. There's going to be something about the threes that's sticking out. Three is actually my lucky number. So pretty interesting. Guys, I never say that these readings are for your sun, moon, or rising. I'm doing these readings for my spiritual awakening, for guidance in my own journey. And I correlate all 12 messages with the 12 signs on my birth chart because I know that we are much more than just our sun, moon, and rising. I definitely recommend that you also do the same. And if these readings pull at your heartstrings, or if you're wondering, like, wow, how did she know that? It's very possible that we're experiencing the same type of spiritual awakening journey, and this information could seem very collective, right? All right, Aries. With all of that being said, I'm starting out with the Modern Witches Tarot. And I'm going to look at energy of the week, August 3rd through August 9th. So we have Page of Wands coming out. It's something new. It's exciting. Wands is fire energy. It's passion. Page of Wands does represent spiritual awakening. So this could be some type of like elevation, leveling up, that type of energy. All right, let's look at what the challenge or obstacle for Aries might be. So we have Knight of Cups coming out. It's something about being truthful, being courageous enough to tell someone how you feel. All right, lesson learned to help you with that challenge or obstacle, Aries. We have Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, I heard think outside the box, but again, it's new journey. Pages are young students. It's like they want to learn more, not at their fullest potential. So there's something new that you're trying, Aries, that you're going to try to use in some way when you are trying to gain the courage to tell someone how you feel. In other words, however you were doing it before, Aries, is not working. And this is all definitely energy of newness, like starting something new, taking a new route, taking a new action. I did hear thinking outside the box. The outcome, we have the full, so leap of faith, big confirmation. That is your Aries energy. And 10 of Pentacles is on the bottom. So no clarifiers needed. I got the message pretty clearly, Aries. I do feel like I'm talking, clearly to someone on spiritual awakening, but it's very possible that this is like the beginning of some type of new level for you, Aries. I do feel it has something to do with being authentic and expressing your emotion or how you feel. I feel like this is the week where you realize that however you've been doing it just doesn't work anymore, and it's time to try something different. The interesting part is that it seems like you have the courage to do whatever the something different is. All right. We had the water signs come out, Aries, and the earth signs as well. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I would recommend looking at those areas in your own personal birth chart first, but it's very possible that you're dealing with someone with those energies and maybe even a fellow Aries. All right, here's your guidance. Since it is portal weekend, I'm going to start out with the magic of the unicorns. We have shower of blessings. That's that 10 of Pentacles that we saw. Open yourself to receive and then pay it forward. Bottom of the deck, we have soul satisfaction. 23 and 24. How interesting, right? It says, honor your uniqueness and do what makes you feel good, Aries. All right, Moonology to close it out. This is going to help with your thoughts and emotions. I do feel like it is an emotional week for you, Aries. You're having to become almost, there's like some vulnerability with that Knight of Cups, telling someone how you feel. We have communication is key, so there's spirit giving us big confirmations, right? It's new moon in Gemini. We have you're very close to achieving your goal. It's gibbous moon, and a win-win outcome is forecast. It's full moon in Libra. All right, Aries, I'm going to leave that right there. I hope that reading was helpful. I'm going to clean up, guys, and we're going to move on to Leo. Feel like these are going to be super easy tonight. I feel like sometimes I ask Spirit, like, can we just get through them quickly and smoothly? Like, help me with the right words so I'm not stuttering and it's not taking forever. And I feel like sometimes wish granted, right? Jenna, welcome. All right, just in time for Leo. 9 of Cups comes out. Very possible divine wishes are granted. Something you've been waiting for comes in. All right, let's see what it's about for Leo. Let's timestamp. Let's do 9/19. All right, Leo, this is for the week of August 3rd through the 9th. So for Aries, we time stamped a bunch of threes, and the threes stuck out. For Leo, the nines are sticking out. I probably should have mentioned for Aries, the threes. It definitely could be like the, the words are not coming to me. Have mercy. Um, um, it's like the Trinity. Thank you. With the three. So like the Holy Spirit, source, that type of thing. Um, it's very spiritual, the three. For Leo, the nine is, we saw the Nine of Cups. We timestamped the nines. It's the week of the August 3rd through the 9th. So for Leo, the nines are like some type of culmination, things coming together, maybe even some type of celebration, like something you've been waiting for a long time. Again, you didn't think it was coming, so it does. So you're happy, you celebrate, right? All right, look at that. Lovers flies out. I mean, that definitely could be what it is. Counterpart energy. Um, I want to be like, this isn't like romance fairy tale, because the Lovers card itself really isn't. But with all the nines, the Nine of Cups, the celebration, the divine wishes being granted, I mean, it's too hard kind of, not to, right? But the Lovers does represent an energy of choosing yourself so that you can come into union whole. All right, let's look at what the challenge or obstacle is. Four of Wands, 1111, financial security, firm foundation. But it's the firm foundation. So I feel like for all twins, everywhere, all over the world, Pluto moving into Aquarius was some type of like destruction. It's a tearing down of the system, so that we could rebuild the foundation properly. And it's actually happening in our personal lives, and then it's actually also happening out in the world. So I feel like that's the representation of Four of Wands, and that's why it's in your challenges or obstacle. Leo, most likely you're on this very specific type of spiritual awakening journey, and you've had to completely break something down to the foundation in order to rebuild. For me, guys, Leo is my second house. So, second house are your assets, like your home, your car. Um, for me, PLR is an asset because it's my business, right? I wouldn't say like your job, right? Your job's going to fall more into like sixth house, more into like 10th house career. But like if you own your own business, right, then that would be an asset. So that would be considered, for me, second house. And I mean, if you know me and you've been following my story, then you would know that I had to completely, I mean, I lost my little house. Remember my little house I had? No longer, right? My car did decide that it was going to try to be mean to me, but luckily my sister and my son pulled together and got it fixed for me, right? So we made it through that obstacle. I feel like friend circle completely wiped and redone, right? Relationship is, that's a whole other, lifetime ago. Um, so it's like the whole foundation of what I built. Because remember, what I built was, oh, I'm going to have the spiritual awakening journey. I'm going to somewhat follow, spirit's will, as long as I can bend it and mold it to the things that I want, right? And that didn't work out, right? So it's like I had to let go of the things that I thought I wanted so that I could come into alignment. And most likely, Leo, that is what's happening to you. All right, lesson learned to help you with the rebuilding of this foundation, with clearly this twin journey. Five of Swords is here. So Five of Swords can be disagreements or arguments. It's very possible that's the case, especially if like harsh words are being spoken with counterpart energy. I actually don't feel like that's it though. I mean, I guess it's possible there could be a Leo out there. And the idea is, in lesson learned, is not to argue. That's not going to get you anywhere, right? But I think it's more about the thoughts in the mind. For me, Five of Swords has always been about negative thinking. So it's like this energy of you telling yourself, like, oh, it's always going to be this way. I'm never going to be able to build anything. It's not going to grow. That type of energy. So it's like, to cleanse the thoughts in the mind. All right, I dropped two cards. I want to take both of them. So Six of Swords comes out. And Six of Swords is being guided to calmer waters. So this is the outcome for the week, Leo. And then Page of Pentacles is here. I feel like, again, super easy. Don't need any clarifiers. The Magician is on the bottom. It's definitely going to be about, my ears are ringing so loud. But it's definitely going to be about like your thoughts, the mind, communication, speaking things into existence. Remember, Mercury is currently in retrograde. I believe it comes out and goes direct on the 17th, I believe. I could be wrong about that date. But point is that as Mercury is coming out of this retrograde, it's going to be really important, Leo, that you keep positive thoughts. And I also feel that not only are the thoughts like you're something you're manifesting, something you're bringing into fruition that has to do with this journey, it's like spirit showing you or guiding you, and most likely because you've been doing the work of your awakening. The Magician, Virgo energy, the Lovers, Gemini energy. All right, this time I'm going to use the Angel Inspiration. Shield Nova, welcome. So, I mean, I'm really getting this really strong twin flame, doing the journey, choosing yourself, doing something that most of us struggle to do, which is, walking away from something so that you can heal and make yourself whole, completely rebuilding your foundation, your belief system. For me, remember, Leo is assets, so it's like your finances. Five of Swords, we saw the Magician. It's definitely about your inner thoughts, the way you're perceiving things, making sure that you're staying in alignment, keeping positive thoughts. Six of Swords is like spirit is guiding you, showing you, and giving you some type of new offer, new opportunity. I feel like the new opportunity has something to do about a new beginning. It's like a completely new foundation, clean slate, all of that. All right, we have Cherish Innocence number 19, which I feel like gives more confirmation about the clean slate. And we have the Friendship card. It's number 37. Hope is on the bottom. Wow, I just heard the I'll never lose hope, and that's actually it's actually one of the OG messages. All right, Leo, let's pull Moonology. Very possible that it's an emotional week for you again, but I do feel again like thoughts are going to be important. This is in lesson learned, so this is very possible like this is something you've overcome, and that's how come there's the change now. That's how come there's the new offer. That's how come there's this clean slate. All right, adjustments are required. It's third quarter moon. Surrender to the divine, and look at this. Ready? A new romantic cycle begins. It's new moon in Libra. All right, I'm going to leave that right there, Leo. I hope that was helpful. All right, Sagittarius is next. I may not have said it loud enough, Diana. Let me know. Is the sound still okay? It's 300 degrees here in Kentucky, guys, in case you didn't know. So all the fans are going. The AC is blasting. I feel like for the last probably 7 to 10 days, my ears have not had like a moment's peace. Even if I'm in the car, the AC is blasting. Even if I'm at work, there's those industrial fans going. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh my gosh, can somebody please call in fall hoodies, bonfires, s'mores, right? Like this is too much. Vanessa says she has the fire going there. Oh my goodness. I don't know. It's been rough. I worry about everybody that works outside. My son got one of those little fans. I need to get it and put it on one of the videos when we're doing TikTok. Because I'm going to put it in my showcase, right? But it's that TikTok fan that you hook to your belt, and then it's like a little AC blows under your shirt. But yeah, like I feel like he's like, Mom, you can use it this weekend. So I'm kind of looking forward to using it this weekend. All right, Sagittarius. I hear you. Same here. Yes, it's just I'm over it. I'm over it. I've seen somewhere where it said, I don't know, like 75% of the country. Maybe it was Diana that told me something where it's like there's this huge portion under this huge heat wave, and then like the rest of the country is like under the normal temperatures. You know what I mean? It's like, man, this is not like abnormal for Kentucky. I feel like every year I've been here since 2013. I feel like every year I've been here, it just gets hotter and hotter and hotter. It's like, oh my God. So it's not, I feel like I should be used to it by now, but I don't know. It just feels like it's getting worse and worse. Jenna says, I've been cooped up in the AC with my cat. I normally, like for the most part, I don't really go anywhere. Normally I stay, indoors. I'm usually with Carson and you know what I mean? Like I'm in the AC. I'm not normally going out I only work a day and a half out of the week, y'all. Like it's just literally very minimal. But here lately, we've had just so much going on, especially like trying to get the truck bought, and they're also buying a small vehicle. Okay, so here's what happened, y'all. I don't know if he'd get like upset, but whatever. So my son went and bought like his first new car, right? Like he was going to be responsible and go buy a car with a car payment, even though his parents raised him to just buy something that he had the money for. Because this is 2025 and you need credit and you need, all these things. So he's trying to be like this responsible adult, and he goes out and takes his 23-year-old butt out into the world, and he gets himself this really nice Jeep. Needless to say, it doesn't matter who, deer hits the Jeep, right? Luckily he did all the things right. He had the full coverage insurance, he had the gap insurance, he had all the things right. So he got, the insurance money for his Jeep, and he's like, what should I do now? And mom and dad is like, buy the used car, because that's all we know. We come from the generation of, if you didn't have the money, you just, didn't have it, right? So he took that money and got two vehicles. So he's got her a smaller compact that, they can put the car seat and family and everybody in. And then he got him a really nice work truck. But both vehicles paid in full, insured, and, plated and all of that stuff. So he did very, very good. He was, very responsible with his, he didn't go to Florida or the casino with his check. But he's been driving my car for the last couple of weeks. So it's just been really, hectic having to go here, go there. I'm so glad they're, getting their vehicles in order, because I feel like Nana is just going to be sitting here with Carson, and I just don't see myself having to venture out very often anymore, right? Except for on Fridays and Saturdays when I have to. And honestly, I've really been like reconsidering that. It always seems like whenever I put my time into PLR, we grow, right? And I make the extra money that I need, and the funds that I'm making at the park. So it's like, should I just stay home and keep working on PLR? Or should I go there? The reason I do go there is because it is a consistent form of income, right? Like I know it's going to be there every week. Whereas when you're creating your own business, you could have a really good week one week, and then you may not have a single sale for 3 weeks. So it's like it's very inconsistent, and that's kind of what makes it challenging. As we grow each platform, the monetizations will grow, and then of course it'll become a little easier. But all of that takes so much time, y'all. So much time. Diana says he was smart. Yes, the gap insurance definitely saved him for sure. For sure. All right, I'm finally ready. Let's do Sagittarius. Let's do 25, 25. So Sagittarius, this is going to be for the week of August 3rd through August 9th. Again, we have Aquarius full moon. And of course, we have the 8-8 portal. I feel like it's just shock, surprise. Remember Uranus. Uranus is the planet that rules Aquarius. So that's why we're getting all this lightning bolt, surprise, shock, upheaval, things brought back to life type of thing. I really feel like the Aquarius full moon is about anything that's stagnant, things that you thought were like dead, gone, past, don't got to deal with it no more. Definitely could be brought back to life very surprisingly, and could definitely give you a little bit of a jolt, right? All right, let's get energy of the week for Sagittarius, and I'm looking again, August 3rd through the 9th. Okay, so Three of Pentacles comes out. Three of Pentacles is about teamwork. I respect you, you respect me. We have the same goal. We want to do the same thing, so let's work together. Challenge or obstacle for Sagittarius with that energy, we have Three of Cups. Ooh, pretty interesting. Three of Cups says there's too many people involved. Too many people are telling you what to do, right? Definitely could have something to do with like third party. Guys, third party does not always have to be a person, but I feel like for Sagittarius, it's pretty clear that it is. All right, let's look at lesson learned to help you with the challenge or obstacle. We have the Emperor, so you're the leader, you're the one in charge, you need to step up to the plate. And then the outcome for Sagittarius, we do have Three of Swords. It is some type of opportunity to release, some type of opportunity to heal. Five of Swords is on the bottom. There are disagreements and arguments. Somebody doesn't like something that you're doing. Somebody doesn't like someone that you're working with. Someone doesn't like that you're talking to someone. And it definitely could, like, if you don't take some type of stance, Sagittarius, it definitely could cause some type of like heartbreak, heartache. You may have to release someone, but there's definitely this energy like there's too many people, and someone is definitely upset that you're like mixed up in it somehow. All right. I'm going to stick with the angel inspiration for guidance. We have Grief the Dawn coming out. Trust the Flow. I feel like none of those are supposed to be the one. Embrace Change. That's the one. It's also number 29. Whenever I see that one, I think of like the degree theory. So it's like, do you have any 29-degree placements on your chart? That could give you a big sign about what this is about. But I feel like because the Three of Swords is the outcome, you already know that you're going to have to let go of something or someone. You already know it's going to bring you it's going to make you feel some type of way. And that's kind of why you've put it off for as long as you have. The Emperor could be about like stepping up to the plate and leadership and all of that kind of stuff. But it could also be about courage. It could also be about having the courage that it takes to do whatever this Three of Swords energy is. Speak from the Heart is on the bottom. It's number 25. Didn't we timestamp at 2525? I'm pretty sure. All right, Moonology. A time for healing. Big confirmation there. Show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. It is the full moon that's here this week. And a personal issue reaches a resolution. Full moon in Cancer. The Cancer energy could give you a big hint as well as to the who or the what. Whatever it is, it's definitely very emotional. All right. So that is your fire signs. We're going to move on to the water signs. I'm going to use the Triple Goddess Tarot for the water signs. All right, so I would say in the next 10 minutes or so, the dogs may bark. My son will be coming back in, and yeah, so I'm just giving everybody a heads up. All right, let's start with Cancer. Let's do 3133. So I'm definitely liking all of the number synchronicities that are coming out tonight and the timestamps. Again, the 3 with the Trinity. Cancer is my rising sign. My rising sign. Where is Cancer on your birth chart for you? So I feel like fire signs, it was mostly Aquarius full moon. All right, so we have the Empress coming out, 9 of Cups coming out, Queen of Pentacles coming out, and Temperance coming out. Sagittarius energy. 7 of Wands is on the bottom. Overall energy is having to protect something that's still young, new. It could be a child. It doesn't necessarily have to be a child, Cancer, but it's like something new. It's something fragile. It's something that needs your protection. All right, Cancer. The Empress energy, this is something about creation, bringing something to fruition. It's some type of alignment that has to do with your mind, your thoughts. 9 of Cups is divine wishes being granted. It's in your challenges or obstacles. So it's like you're not getting something that you want, or something that you want is taking a really long time. The Queen of Pentacles tells me what it is that you want. It tells me that you want to be able to do something for yourself. And then Temperance is the outcome, which says that you're doing some type of healing, some type of, again, very slow. This is all very slow moving energy. But the thing with Temperance is her foot. Her foot is always like she's dipping her toe in. So the message I'm getting here, Cancer, is very direct. And I almost feel a little like it's going to be a little rough for some Cancer energies. But the reason you haven't been getting something that you want could have something to do with gratitude, struggling to see the things that you already have. struggling to take care of the things that you already have, struggling to be fully committed, both feet in, right? So what I'm getting here, okay, for me, I remember I'm a Cancer rising. So for me, Spirit's getting on to me with my consistency, right? Um, Especially when you're leveling up, going through any type of ascension, especially when you're going through any type of testing period, coming out of dark night of the soul, anything like that, consistency is going to be key. Like every single day, you have to get up and greet the dawn. Every single day, you have to get up and meditate, pray, cleanse, purify, all the things, right? And it's not like you can't just do it one day and then, oh, I feel better, so I'm not going to do it again until I feel bad, right? Like there's something about that here. All right, I'm going to use Magic of the Unicorn. There's this energy too. It's like, it's so Queen of Pentacles is about learning to become your own resource. She's taking notes. So it's like you've taken notes, you've learned, you already know something that you're like not fully committed to. It's like once you go, like you're fully committed, once both feet are submerged, right? Then whatever it is that you're trying to create, manifest, like comes into fruition or grows, because I feel like whatever it is already there. It's just something that is small and still like it's still fragile. All right, uncord relationships, let go now. Forgiveness is freedom. Anything from the past, this is what I'm getting in trouble for right now. Anything from the past has to be, you know, completely cleansed is what I'm hearing. Rose gold, cosmic pool, bathe in cosmic love, soak up wisdom. The rose is what stuck out to me. So it's like the rose colored glasses. So it's like we need to be able to see things clearly, Cancer, and open to abundance. Believe you deserve, accept plenty, and prosper. So there is this energy here as well with that Nine of Cups and your challenges or obstacle about like having gratitude. I felt bad saying it, like you should be grateful for what you have now. I almost felt like I was talking to a Cancer that's like, I don't have anything, so that's why I'm not. You see what I'm saying? It's something like that. And it's not necessarily be grateful for what you have now, but if you come at, like, be grateful for what you know is coming. There. How about that? Be grateful for what you know is coming. All right, Moonology to close it out. A new romantic cycle begins. Bring love into the situation. And here it is. Work through your fears. It's new moon in Scorpio. All right, Cancer, I'm going to leave that right there. I hope that was helpful. Guys, if the messages are pulling at your heartstrings, please tap that like button for me. It's time for Scorpio. Not doing too bad with the time, considering we started an hour late. I feel like we've been at Scorpio at an hour and a half in before. Diana says, we don't mind dogs or babies. I was telling someone that the other day, my daughter-in-law opened the door and she's like, is it too loud? And I told her when I got done with the live, I was like, you don't have to worry about that. I was like, normally, I have my headphones on and there's no background noise. They can hardly hear anything. I told her, I was like, if anything, sometimes, you might hear Carson wail or squeal or something, but it's so tiny and small in the background that I don't think it's really distracting or anything like that. And I was like, plus people just like babies, dogs and babies. So I think it's totally fine. You know what I mean? I definitely was like really worried about it. I feel like I apologize about it all the time, but honestly, I'm not sorry, y'all. I think I just apologize to be polite. But yeah, I don't know. I was like always so worried about sound, background noise, like all this stuff, and I don't know what's happened. I just don't care anymore. I don't know. Spirit just tells me to run with it, go do it, and so I just do, and yeah, it works out just fine. It's weird, right? That could be something for Scorpio, right? I just don't care anymore. I'm just gonna run with it. It's something's gonna work or it's not gonna work. You know what I mean? Something like that. All right, let's timestamp. Let's do 4022 for Scorpio. Again, this is August 3rd through the 9th. And I'm using the Triple Goddess Tarot tonight for Scorpio. So let's see, what is the energy of the week, August 3rd through the 9th. Guys, please remember it's Aquarius full moon. It's the 8-8 portal. It's surprising alignment. All right, Ace of Cups comes out. Might not be so surprising for Scorpio because Ace of Cups is intuitive hits. I'm almost seeing like one after another. So it's this energy of like you've had one intuitive hit after another. In other words, your intuition is just picking off, right? So it's like something is telling you something. It could be making you very emotional as well. All right. Challenge or obstacle with that energy. We have the Four of Cups coming out. So Four of Cups is manifestation, having all the ingredients you need to bring something to fruition. But it isn't a challenge or obstacle. And Four of Cups can also represent ignoring something. So Scorpio, you've been ignoring something for probably too long. In the picture, she's actually looking out the window. And if you look up the meaning of the card in Triple Goddess Tarot, the Four of Cups talks about divinity. It talks about daydreaming, manifestation, the things that we create with just the thoughts in our mind. So I'm getting two things here, Scorpio, real fast. Please, Spirit, let me get it out. Um, is it possible that you're manifesting something, Scorpio, like you're bringing something to fruition that you don't actually want because you keep thinking about it? Like, are you picturing yourself like looking out a window and just kind of like, I don't know, picturing all these challenges or hard things happening to you? Because if that's the case, you could definitely be manifesting like a more challenging timeline, right? Let me get the door. All right, lesson learned to help you with challenge or obstacle. Four of Pentacles comes out. So Four of Pentacles says you're going to have to let something go. You're going to have to release something. You're going to have to allow something to like move with the flow. When we hold on to something too tightly, it could just be a belief system. It could be a negative belief system that you have. I just want to keep pointing that out because I feel like that's what Spirit's telling me. Like Scorpio, you could be out there. Something could like not be as bad as you're making it out to be, but you can definitely like bring things to fruition if you like over worry or only like stick to your belief system, like, oh, it has to be this way, it can't possibly have another, you know, whatever option or another outcome, right? Like you're gonna have to let that go. That energy needs to be like sent on its way, right? All right, let's look at the outcome August 3rd through the 9th. We have the Strength card. I love that this card came out, Scorpio. I was getting a little nervous. Have mercy. Okay, so the Strength card in Triple Goddess Tarot is the Healer. It's the Healer card, Scorpio. That tells me two things. One, you have some type of healing ability within yourself. Two, you've been ignoring something that maybe needs some type of healing. Three, you've been giving all of that energy to other people other than yourself. Intuitive hits, the things that keep coming at you is you know that you're no longer going to be able to do that. You know that you're going to have to now put all of that energy into yourself. Ace of Pentacles is here. It says Spirit does give you some type of new start, new beginning, but it's not going to come easy. All right, Scorpio, Moonology to help you with your thoughts and emotions. Definitely a very Very emotional week. Leo energy coming out strongly. Your energy coming out strongly. Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right, hold your vision. The fixed moon comes out. Nothing will come of the situation. This is the void of course moon. This is that card that we get when we're overthinking something. I don't want to say that nothing will come of the situation because I feel like Spirit was very clear giving me the message, Scorpio, that you literally can manifest something you don't want. You can make something more challenging for you than it has to be. So like, let's say you are worried about something that's emotional. I don't know, like something has you upset, and then if you keep like, I don't know, harping on it, or you keep like putting all your negative thoughts into it, it's like it festers and it grows, and then it causes you more chaos than need be. If you just release that energy and just, I don't know, leave it to God type of thing, right? Then when you do reach whatever it is, you're going to realize like, oh, it wasn't even that bad. I'm so glad I didn't waste my time. You know what I'm saying? Like over stressing or overthinking or over worrying, right? Let's do one more. You and your loved ones are safe. This is my absolute favorite. New moon in Cancer. The reason it's my favorite in the Moonology Oracle is because if you're worried about like your family, your immediate family, your mom, your sister, your brother, your children, that type of energy, that's this like confirmation that like you're going to make it through whatever the challenging thing is. All right. I don't know why I didn't pull a guidance card, but let's use angel inspiration. I almost skipped right over it. We have the be content card. It's number 30. We have seek enlightenment. It's number 21. And I do see the compassion card on the bottom. All right. I'm going to leave it right there, Scorpio. I hope that was helpful. Whatever it is, Scorpio, I'm not saying like it's not serious. I'm not saying don't take it serious. I'm not saying like throw your hands up in the air and just give up. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is that we literally create our reality. We do that with our thoughts and belief system. So wherever we send our energy, like whatever we focus on, right, that's where the energy is going to flow. So if you're focused on something being challenging or a struggle or whatever it is, it's like that's what you're feeding. I feel like at this point in our awakening, look at that, the Five of Swords comes out, big confirmation, right? I feel like at this point in our awakening, we should know that our thoughts literally create our reality, right? So if you're going through something that's scary and challenging and you keep focusing on that scary and challenging thing, it's like you're just feeding the fear. And that's what I'm hearing, feeding the fear. So stop feeding the fear. That's not going to help anything. It's literally just going to make it more challenging. And I'm not saying either, like Spirit just told me to spit this out. Okay, so I'm not saying, Scorpio, that like because you are okay, let's say I'm talking to a Scorpio who's in fear that they may lose some investment, right? Let's just say. So I'm not saying that because you're sitting there going, oh, I'm going to lose this investment, that's actually going to happen. That's not necessarily the case. I mean, we don't always like create that type of whatever. But what I am saying is that fear that the stress and the worry and the anxiety that you're putting on your body and your mind, it's like that in itself could be a problem. Like, let's say the investment goes through just fine, and maybe you don't make as much as you thought you were going to. But in the end, now you're going to the doctor all the time because you don't cause yourself so much stress worrying about. You see what I'm trying to say now? So I'm not saying like whatever you're thinking in your mind or whatever you're trying to create will actually come true. Spirit told me to say that. But it's very possible that you could like add to the problems or cause more delays or that type of thing because you're so focused on something that's negative. It's not uplifting. It's not inspirational. It's not hopeful, right? All right. Pisces is next. Last of the water signs. Can you guys see the Lionsgate lion on your screen? All right, 50-30 for Pisces. I was writing your 50-30 and I heard 50-50. So I'm not sure what that's about, but there's this energy of like something's not fair, something needs to be more fair, something needs to be 50-50. It's weird because like if it's relationships, I normally don't say that. Like I normally feel like relationships should be 100-100, right? But I think it could have something to do with that. Three of Pentacles comes out, teamwork. Four of Swords comes out. It's like redirection. Maybe you thought somebody was going to work with you and you're having to work with someone else, something like that. Maybe you found someone else that is willing to give you 50-50 and maybe you couldn't get 50-50 in a previous relationship. All right, Pisces, I'm looking at August 3rd through the 9th. Aquarius full moon is here. It is Lionsgate portal. Guys, the portal has been open and the portal stays open. I believe the normal date that they tell you is the 12th, but it does stay open for a few days after, right? All right, so we have the Devil card coming out. This is Capricorn energy. It's actually called the Crone card in Triple Goddess Tarot because it means that she has overcome the karmic energies. She's broken free from something. Dina, perfect timing. So you see the red cord behind her, like laying out in the grass. I don't think that you've cut cords with anyone, but it's very possible that you've gained some type of wisdom, and that's allowed you to gain some type of healing, and that's allowed you to leave someone in the past. I do see the little house in the background as well. So it is this energy of like healing something in a home environment. Cord healing means that you could have healed from some type of karmic relationship. I mean, it could be twin flame relationship, but I feel like it's something that was like unhealthy, devil energy, karmic energy, right? All right, let's look at challenge or obstacle. We have Ace of Pentacles. You're fighting for some type of new beginning. We have the Three of Pentacles coming back out. So this is lesson learned. Lesson learned is that you know you're going to have to work with someone. But what I'm noticing is sticking out like from this picture is the part that's missing. There's a part that's actually missing here. So it's like, you know, you're going to have to work with someone, but someone is missing. And then the outcome, we have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands does say that you're going through something super heavy. You could feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. But I want to point out this Ten of Wands because this one is a little bit different than most Ten of Wands. If you look at regular Rider-Waite Pisces, the Ten of Wands, he's carrying all the wands on his shoulders, on his back. And it talks about like feeling like you have the weight of the world on your back. And this Ten of Wands, all the wands are on the ground, and you can't really tell, did she just drop them down or did something, it almost looks like there was some type of explosion because they're scattered everywhere. And I'm definitely getting like explosion energy because remember Uranus, remember Aquarius energy. So it is giving Aquarius full moon, and it's like something very surprising can happen that will cause you just to lay your burdens down. Now, this could be a couple of different things. I mean, it could be like some type of new beginning. Something is offered. Someone steps in and says, hey, you know that piece that was missing? Let me come in and fill that hole, right? I'll be able to help you, you know, what teamwork. We're going to have the same goal. We want the same new beginning, right? And all of a sudden you're able to lay all your burdens down. And it could just be like instantaneous, or it could be something that's so shocking, so surprising that you're instantly able to like release everything that's been weighing you down. Nine of Pentacles is on the bottom. I mean, that's kind of confirmation, financial independence. Capricorn energy coming out strongly. All right, let's pull a guidance card for Pisces. Silence your thoughts. It's number 10. Archangel Raguel is here, number 7. When you see Archangel Raguel, he's like the police of the Archangel. So it's like there's been some type of like this disruption, some type of argument, and it's like he has to come and make the peace. And the happiness card is on the bottom. All right, let's do Moonology to close it out for Pisces. This is going to help with your thoughts and emotions. Luck is on your side. It's new moon in Sagittarius. The answers you need are coming. It's full moon in Gemini. There's something here, Pisces. And it's time to release negativity. It's full moon in Scorpio. All right, I'm going to leave that right there. I hope that was helpful. It's going to be the water signs. Starlova, welcome. You can see the lion. Cool. I can't see it on my restream. I don't know. Like the little software thing I use to multi-stream for some reason isn't working. I can see the colorful background, which is super cool, but I made the little lion thing. It's supposed to be like an overlay. Timestamp Taurus, 5707 for Taurus. Taurus, this is going to be for the week of August 3rd through August 9th. Lionsgate portal is here. The energy has been here really since the last couple of days. So I want to say like around the 27th is when the portal opens, and then it'll run through, they say, the 12th. And honestly, I'm not a big fan of like sticking to the dates, guys. The energy is here now. If you're using this energy to manifest or ascension lifts, that type of thing, now is the time, right? But I do feel that with the zodiac, with all the signs, it has been more Aquarius full moon energy. It's that Uranus, abrupt disruption, shock, surprise type of energy. I came out for the fire signs, it came out for the water signs, and I do believe it's also going to come out for the earth signs. All right, I'm using the Gilded Tarot for the earth signs. So we're trying to get through them a little bit quicker tonight, guys. I had to come on a little later than normal. So no clarifiers tonight. Straight tarot for the main spread. All right, Taurus, let's get energy of the week, August 3rd through August 9th, please. All right, so we have the 7 of Cups coming out. 7 of Cups says you have choices, you have options. You could be confused as to what you need to pick or what you need to choose, and maybe you need to choose more carefully. Challenge or obstacle, we have 4 of Cups. Manifestation, you're bringing things in, but you're ignoring something, Taurus. And then lesson learned to help you with that challenge or obstacle, we have 3 of Wands. It's very possible that what you're ignoring has something to do with the steps that you're supposed to be on or taking towards your future. And then the outcome for Taurus, we do have a Tower. I feel that Tower. I felt the Tower before I turned any cards over for Taurus. Guys, Taurus is my 11th house, friends, community, that type of energy. So what I'm getting here for Taurus is that it's possible there could be some type of distraction But the point is that you are supposed to be making some type of decision, and I feel like you're struggling with that decision, or you're not making a clear choice in something, and I feel like that's causing you to delay something, push something back that has to do with where you were supposed to be headed, the thing you were focused on, what it was that you were trying to manifest or bring in, right? Very shocking energy with the Tower. Remember, this is Aquarius full moon energy. Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius. It is this energy of shock and surprise. It is this energy of upheaval. Definitely could be some type of destruction. And what I'm getting with that is like a complete um, redo. When we see a Tower card, it's like you either started to build something. I think it's more about ignoring something. Like there's an obstacle in your way, and you're like, you know what? That's not an obstacle. I'm just going to ignore it. I'll go around it. It's not a big deal. That type of thing. And Spirit's like, no, it is a really big deal. And you're going to have to make like some type of final decision this week. On the bottom, we do have Five of Cups, so I do feel like you're going to have to release something in order to be able to move forward. All right, Magic of the Unicorn for guidance. You have the Stargate card, expand your chakra and enter the kingdom. Law of grace, be your divine essence, dissolve all in grace and enlightenment. Look from the higher perspective, see the divine in everyone. It's definitely this energy of having to let go of something that you think you want. Taurus, I think you're going to have to do it gracefully. It's going to be challenging or difficult. And I do feel like it has something to do with your ascension, where you're headed, North Node, that type of energy. All right, Taurus, let's pull Moonology. What do you need to release? So many confirmations. It's the waning moon. Step out of your comfort zone. I just said North Node, North Node. I definitely would look on your birth chart, Taurus. Where is your North Node? What house is that in? What area does it have to do with? That could tell you what it is that you need to release. But again, guys, I feel like a lot of times with these readings, I'm not telling you anything that you don't already know, right? I'm giving you confirmation of something that you already feel and you already know. All right, I'm going to leave that there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Virgo, let's timestamp. Let's do 103:23. So Virgo, this is going to be for August 3rd through the 9th. So the threes are sticking out to me again. We do have Lionsgate portal on the 8th. You also have Aquarius full moon on the 9th. Let's see, what is the energy of the week for Virgo? August 3rd through August 9th. We have 10 of Pentacles coming out. Something about your goals, what it is that you want out of life. Challenge or obstacle. We have Knight of Cups. It's that player energy. Somebody could be playing around, not serious about something, but it's also this energy of being courageous enough to tell someone how you feel. Lesson learned. We have the Empress coming out, and then the outcome. We have 8 of Pentacles. Man, I'm in so much trouble. 9 of Pentacles is on the bottom. This is financial independence. Virgo, you're working towards a goal and there's some type of distraction. Someone is coming and distracting you away from something. You're also very close to whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. All right, let's pull some guidance. I know I went through that really quickly. This is actually really serious. Like, I definitely can, I mean, it's definitely very serious. Be cautious of distractions. Be cautious of people that don't have the drive that you have. Be cautious of people that don't have the purpose that you have. If they haven't found their purpose, they got plenty of time on their hands, and they're going to distract you and want you to go do things that you don't need to be doing because you're supposed to be following your purpose, your drive, your passion, right? And you're very close to getting something that you want. You're very close to creating something that you want. Archangel Jophiel, it's about happiness. The Faith card comes out, number 39. Face your challenges, it's number 15. Whatever this is, it's like it's scary for you. Being courageous enough to tell someone how you feel. Archangel Michael is on the bottom, so whatever this is, you're highly protected. All right, Moonology to help you with your thoughts and emotions. Be bold and make the first move, and conclusions are within reach. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Virgo. I hope that was helpful. Capricorn is next. All right, let's timestamp Capricorn. 106:55. All right, Capricorn, this is for August 3rd through August 9th. The 8/8 portal. And on the 9th, we have Aquarius full moon. The Hanged Man comes out. This is something about getting unstuck, finally releasing something. Challenge or obstacle. We have 3 of Swords coming out. Capricorn, come on, work with me here. Lesson learned. We have 9 of Pentacles. And the outcome, we have Page of Pentacles. 3 of Wands is on the bottom. You're trying to ignore something that you have to do, Capricorn. Most likely it's going to have something to do with that 3 of Swords. Most likely it has something to do with healing, releasing, letting something go. I think it's the letting something go. You're holding on to something too tightly. When we see the Hanged Man, it's about needing to leave the headspace. So like you could be overthinking something, over worrying about something, whatever it is keeping you stuck. So you need to move your energy from the head space to the heart space. Capricorn, you can like lay down, meditate, and just like visualize that and make that happen. Just that easy. So out of the head space into the heart space, that's how you're going to be able to heal this energy. That's how you're going to be able to release whatever it is that's holding you back. Whatever is holding you back is holding you back from taking action to go towards your future or what it is you're supposed to be going towards. It does have something to do with money, finances, material things, jobs, wealth, because we see the 9 of Pentacles as lesson learned. So it's like, you know what you need to do to become financially independent. And then the outcome is the Page of Pentacles. It is like the first step in a new direction. Capricorn, this could have something to do with work. I see the coins coming out of his pockets in the Gilded Tarot. It's almost like the longer you stay stagnant, the more you lose. Aquarius full moon. Remember, it's about lightning bolt energy to anything that's stagnant. All right, guidance. We have the Be Strong card. It is about having to persevere. And we also have the Be Free card on the bottom. Courage as well. Let's pull Moonology to help you with your thoughts and emotions. I do think it's something that you're overthinking. The energy is gaining momentum. Expect powerful changes, and a new start is coming. That's that confirmation for that Page of Pentacles. All right, I'm going to leave that right there. I hope that was helpful. The new start is coming is the new moon. All right, guys, that's going to be the earth signs. I don't really want to use those. All right, I'm going to use Llewellyn Tarot for the air signs. Man, Capricorn was so fast, I don't even remember it. I'm going to have to go back and watch it. Dina says it's 11:11. I'm in Central Time, so it's still only 10:11. I just seen 111 across the timer, though. That was pretty cool. All right, let's timestamp Gemini. Let's do 1/11/35. Gemini, this is going to be for the week of August 3rd through August 9th. Aquarius full moon is here. Lionsgate portal is here. There seems to be a lot of shocking and surprising energy popping up. A lot of stagnant energy being brought back up to the surface. I do feel that this is happening so we get an opportunity to decide whether we're going to keep something or whether we're going to release it. All right, energy of the week, we have 9 of Cups. Again, divine wishes being granted, getting something that you want. The bee is sticking out to me. There's this phrase. Oh, come on now. Something about like bees and honey. You get more with honey. There's also a phrase. I recently shared it with someone that said something about bees don't waste their time explaining to flies that honey tastes better than shit. That's it. And I mean, that's going to be pretty significant because I remembered it. I'm just saying. All right, challenge or obstacle. We have the 2 of Wands. 2 of Wands could be about expectations, but it could also be about trying to be patient and wait for something. Lesson learned. We have the Emperor, so it's about taking control of a situation. And then the outcome, we have Knight of Swords, which is about freedom and liberation. The Magician is on the bottom. This could be clarity as well. The Magician is going to be about as above, so below. It could also have something to do with manifestation. I don't know. There's definitely something with the bee. It's like Gemini, there's something about not needing to explain yourself and just going after what it is that you want. All right, let's do Magic of the Unicorns. Caring community, participate and belong and enrich your life. It's number 25. Ascension flames, merge with light and ignite keys and codes. And Ascension lift, which is what I said earlier. Prepare for rapid spiritual growth. Be ready for opportunities. That's the energy. Oneness, it was on the bottom. Yeah, it's like something that you've been waiting for, expecting is here, and you don't need to explain anything to anyone, Gemini. You are good enough. It's full moon in Virgo. Your hard work is paying off. It's new moon in Capricorn, and prosperity lies ahead. It's new moon in Taurus. All right, I'm going to leave that right there, Gemini. I hope that was helpful. All right, we have Libra next. Guys, I don't know if I'm going to pop on this weekend and do any lives. If I do, it'll be a music and tarot live. It's more likely that will be over on TikTok, if anything. Guys, if you haven't followed me over on TikTok yet, you're missing out. I always put the links in the description box, so make sure to go check that out. All right, Libra, let's timestamp. Let's do 1/16/06. All right, energy of the week, August 3rd through the 9th. We're looking at Aquarius, full moon energy, Lionsgate portal. 8 of Wands comes out. This is the first 8 I've seen. It's other than the Strength card earlier. It's the first energy that's maybe pointing towards Lionsgate, but it does say that something happens very quickly. We do have the Magician, which is manifestation. It's in your challenges or obstacle, Libra. Lesson learned is going to be 10 of Cups, happy home, happy family. This is something you're trying to manifest in. And then the outcome for Libra, we do have 9 of Cups, divine wishes being granted. Something took a long time. Maybe it was coming into alignment so that you can manifest with the Lionsgate portal. I do believe whatever it is that you wanted has something to do with relationship or emotional contentment. And I do believe that Spirit grants your wishes. Queen of Pentacles is on the bottom. It's almost like Spirit grants your wishes because you started taking care of something yourself. All right, Libra, here's some guidance, angel inspiration. We have the love card, number 33. Remember I said happy home, happy family. Honor life cycle and be tolerant. It's number 11. Be accommodating, number 12 is also coming out. This is like Libra manifesting new love, new relationship. All right, look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius, and it's time to give rather than take. There's also this energy here of Libra who's been like hurt, injured. We have to heal ourselves so we don't hurt other people, right? There's something about that coming out as well. All right, I'm going to leave that right there. I hope that was helpful. All right, guys, Aquarius, last one. We made it. Not too terribly long. All right, let's timestamp. Let's do 1/18/38. It's like the 8s are finally coming out in the last 2 readings. Let's see if the Lionsgate portal comes out. Lionsgate portal definitely came out for Libra. Libra manifesting new relationship. Maybe hurt still from a past relationship, but definitely manifesting new relationship. So let's see for Aquarius. Is it Aquarius full moon? Is it your full moon? Is it Lionsgate portal? Is it both? We have the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. I will say that I picked Llewellyn Tarot, so he's not hanging upside down. He's not stuck in his head. He's actually moved into his heart space and he's getting ready to take some type of releasing action. All right, challenge or obstacle, Ace of Pentacles. So it's about starting over, a new beginning, maybe has something to do with a new home. Lesson learned to help with that challenge or obstacle. We have the Hierophant. This is about spirit having your back, spiritual beliefs, spiritual alignment, that type of energy. It could also have something to do with a spouse or a Taurus energy. So we have Pisces and Taurus. Lesson learned for Aquarius. We have Temperance coming out, Sagittarius energy, so many major arcanas. It does tell me, Aquarius, that spirit steps in. Temperance is healing energy. It is also the woman at the well. There's a story in the Bible, and I'm not trying to like get religious. It's just a story. It's actually a very good one. And it talks about the woman at the well. It talks about how she had all these husbands and she was just looking for somebody to love her properly, but they all mistreated and abused her. And she's sitting at the well and she's waiting patiently for whatever. And then Jesus comes and he's like, you know what? You don't need to wait for anybody else. Like, all these men suck. You need to just take care of you and heal you. It's definitely giving that energy. King of Wands is on the bottom. You could be around someone that is like overly confident in themselves. There's also something about like karma. So there's something about someone like receiving their karma. All right, Aquarius. Here's your guidance, August 3rd through the 9th. You have compassion, number 41. Archangel Camille is about something to do with love. I feel like for some of you, this is a spouse. And Step into the Light, number 26. Archangel Raphael is on the bottom. This could be about health or healing as well. Health or healing as well. All right, Aquarius, Moonology to close it out. The fours are sticking out to me. Take time to breathe out the dismenting moon. Meditate and contemplate its new moon in Pisces. You did start out with Pisces energy right away with the Hanged Man. And last one, nothing is yet set in stone. It's the mutable moon. All right, guys, we made it. That's going to be all 12 signs for the week of August 3rd through the 9th. Thank you so much for being so patient with me. I know I was running a little bit late today. Again, my apologies, but I'm so glad to get my car back. I'm so excited about it. I will be back, guys. Tuesday, of course, we're going to be doing love and astrology, and we'll talk about the second week of August and the energy after the Aquarius full moon, right? But it's very possible that we'll pop over on TikTok as well this weekend to do some free reading. So make sure to follow us over there if you haven't already. Thank you to all my moderator ladies who came in and hung out with me. I appreciate you guys so very much. Thank you for being so patient with me as I was running late as well. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to wrap it all up. Timestamps will be in the description box immediately following the live. I love you guys. Have a good weekend, everyone. I appreciate all of you. I'm always, always sending you abundant love on your journey. Thank you.